Right, everybody. Good morning and welcome back to Rob's Arcade. Games get played, games get saved. I'm trying to sing it to this beat, doesn't work. The Rob's Arcade theme to African tribal music doesn't quite work. The games get played, games get saved, games get played. So they get. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So anyway, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. This is your host, Rob French, being a little bit ridiculous here. It's time for a little retro rewind weekend, and we're going to be I think, wrapping up some of the series here, and um, doing so with some of these Disney videos, and jumping kind of into also some Disney afternoon stuff with some Nintendo Tuesday coming up this week since school is starting up. I know school's already started up for some people, but we're kind of doing, I guess, some Disney related videos. Just growing up, I remember, kind of like racing home to watch Disney Afternoon, and getting excited for movies like Aladdin and The Lion King. I think anybody who really knows me can tell you that Jungle Book is probably one of my favorite Disney movies. Actually, I think all three of these really. I'm not a big top five person. I was just talking to somebody at work the other day about that. What's your top five this? What's your top five that? I don't really know if I have a top five, but if I did, I think these three would definitely be in the top five, like animated Disney films. But I want to jump in here today on this retro rewind, look at The Lion King, and we've got some, as we usually do, some old school videos on, playing in the background, some old movies. Actually, we're looking at Grizzly 2, which is interesting. This is a video I never rented, and it was never available for rent. It's an old movie. I think it was made back in the 80s. If you look on IMDb, Grizzly 2... Sorry, having a little coffee there. Grizzly 2 was produced back in and made back in the 80s, but it wasn't released until about 10 years ago. There was a illegal print found online. But I was watching this not too long ago, and as I was IMDbing the cast as the movie was opening, I completely missed the opening. I knew a couple of kids or teenagers or hikers, whatever, young hikers were getting mauled by a bear. But I'm looking on IMDb to see who's in this movie, and it's got a top cast of George Clooney, Laura Dern, and Charlie Sheen. And I'm like, holy smokes, this is amazing. So I put my phone down just in time to see the last hiker getting killed and dragged away. And then the movie, kind of kicks off with this concert and all this stuff out in the woods. And then I'm looking, I don't see these. I don't think they're in this movie. And I'm are they just extras in the background somewhere? And then I'm oh no. I went back and I watched it just now as it was starting. And I'm oh no, they're the campers at the beginning of the movie. Which is interesting because I don't know why they get, they're literally in the movie for 4 seconds. And they get top billing over the main cast. And which isn't a huge blockbuster, but it does have what is it? John Rhys Davies Davies, Lord of the Rings, and a bunch of other, critically acclaimed parts. And you would think he would have top billing. He's got a pretty significant role in this movie, and Charlie Sheen, George Clooney, and Laura Dern get top billing. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, here on Retro Rewind Weekend, we hang out here, play some video games, and kind of live life like I would back in the day. And it's kind of exciting because these afternoons, these like these summer days that I've been playing um, recently. Um, some of the days that I've been experiencing recently have like it felt like the days of summer where I would have these afternoons of playing video games, like getting off of work on a Saturday and getting home, um, around 2, 3 o'clock, popping on some video games. Very similar to getting home from maybe running some errands with my dad as a kid, and then running across the street to Video World, running some videos with him, or maybe just running a video game or something like that. And it's just like there's just something about the summer air, you know, um, all of it that there's just something in it that's just like, man, it's just very reminiscent of when I was about 12, 13 years old, 14 years old, playing some of these video games, just kind of hanging out with my friends. Now, this is going to be exciting. This isn't one I really played a lot growing up myself. So this is going to be kind of like playing it for the first time for the second time, in a way. I don't think I actually even rented this title myself. I think this was a title that excuse me. Yeah, I think this was a title my neighbor rented. Oh, that's really cool. And yeah, I think this is like a title my neighbor rented, and I played it like, at his house, just kind of hanging out with him. And I think it was more of a like, hey dude, I rented this game for my little sister. Try this out. This thing is like super hard. I remember thinking like, oh my god, yeah, this game is pretty hard. Now, there is a story behind this game. So apparently I think games like Aladdin and The Lion King, especially The Lion King from what I understand, were designed so that way you would have to either buy the game or rent it in order to, or buy the game or rent it multiple times in order to beat it. That was their plan. Either you're going to buy the game and pay the full price for it, or you're going to go to the video store and rent this game like 100 times just so you can like finish out this game. So it's kind of like this game was I'm still trying to get used to these buttons here. More like a marketing strategy than just producing a game, But all in all, I mean, like, I think, okay, so we're going to break down a little bit. So, like, okay, so what are we doing here today? So we're going to be checking out this game, doing a little gameplay here. The purposes of these retro rewinds are not to get, like, a complete walkthrough of these titles. What we're going to do is we're going to hang out here a little bit. We are going to also look at some of the behind the scenes of these titles. But I think all in all, I mean, like, this looks like a pretty decent, Sega Genesis title, all in all. Music's pretty decent. But I feel like growing up, if you found a title that was based off of a like a Disney property. You're pretty much guaranteed like a decent gameplay experience. It's like you can jump in those canopies there. Oh, okay, that's right. And I'm pretty sure this is like Aladdin in the sense that I think it does tell the story of the Lion King as you're playing. Yeah, like I said, I think my neighbor bought or rented this actually for his kid's sister. He's like, yeah, dude, I rented this for her to play, and it's like, this seems like impossible. Oh, so you can't get up in the canopies. All right, it's like you gotta press up. There we go. Nice, cool. That is cool. Whoa, snap. Do I gotta beat him for real? What? Is that like the first boss?
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Oh, cool. James Earl Jones. So that's pretty cool, you know? What'd I do? Oh, do I gotta collect bugs? I didn't even do anything. Roar at the monkeys. It's a rhino butt. So, no, this is just great. The music. It's like you get past that first stage and now you're like, oh, this is cool. Oh, okay. What? Oh, this is rad. Continue, yes. Continue. Yes. Start.
The king has returned.
See, I'm just getting the hang of this, man. Do 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 do. Oh, I messed up again. That's a hard one. Oh my gosh, I'm never going to make that. Oh, you can swing on his tail. Been there. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna be a mighty king some days, enemies beware. Enemies beware. Quite so little hair. Gonna be the main event like no king was before. Brushing up on and down, I'm working on my roar. Inspiring thing. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Won't do this. No one's saying do that. No one's saying something. No one's saying do something. Alright, now how come those monkeys aren't doing anything? I feel like you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. Oh my gosh, I missed it. Alright, wait. That was my fault that time. Okay, so hold on, wait. Then you go here. Then you go here. Then you go to this nest. And then this monkey, find that monkey. These monkeys aren't doing anything. Yeah, and they throw here. Ah, this is frustrating. And like, I'm not doing anything to get those monkeys to throw me. These monkeys just do it. Okay. Okay. What? So you gotta like roar at certain monkeys. Are you... What? I did it. No. Rafiki, come on, I did it, bro. That's such a chip.
It starts.
I remember seeing The Lion King in the theaters. I saw that with my my sister and my cousin. I want to say a couple of cousins. I think I saw it with my cousin Lauren. My cousin Carson. She was just a baby. Yeah. I remember being about like 14 and trying to hide the fact that the movie had like made me cry when Mufasa died. You know, it's like, oh no, I don't want them to know that I'm tearing up. Oh no, shoot, I didn't even see that for a second. Oh, what? Oh, that's garbage. It's here. I did it earlier. I feel like there's like a sweet spot, like right when he comes, like right there. Knew it. All right, then there's like, how do you get up? I'm just scared. Or maybe you gotta like go up and around to get to those. Oh, jump, dude. Got it. Yeah, I remember watching this, and like I said, trying not to let them know, like, oh, I don't want them to know, that, like, oh, Robert. Just crying during a Disney movie at 14. You know, 14, you gotta be all cool. Not let people know. You have emotions and feelings because you're a tough kid. Listens to Wu-Tang Clan and Cypress Hill.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
But movies actually, like, I can tell you now. Um, I have no issue um, tearing up and showing my emotions now watching movies. In fact, I was like telling some friends at work some of the movies that have gotten to me emotionally, and they're like, "Robert, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What part?" And they'll like mention a part, and they're like, "That part?" And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. It's the part where so and so." And they're like, "Really? That's what got you?" And I'm like, "Yeah. I don't know why." I think the one that surprises most people is when I talk about um, Spider-Man 2. Because the part that always gets me is when oh shoot, hold on, I gotta concentrate on this. Okay. Sweet. The part where Aunt May gives Peter money for his birthday. Don't ask me why. It just always gets me. Okay. Oh shoot, hold on. Now I just can't wait to be king. Oh, not more of this. I'm not ready. Up, down, down, up. Huh? Oh, they didn't give me a warning that time. That time it's like, you're on your own, Buster. You can't figure it out. Oh no. I'm dead. How did I do that last time? Oh, great. Yeah, might as well continue. How do I continue? Oh, start. That's right.
The king has returned.
I mean, this is like very, I will say, accurate to the movie. Even like the style. Oh no. Oh wait, that was him there. Okay, now we're ready. Scare the two pink monkeys. I wonder who came up with that. Who was sitting around in a room and was just like, alright, what if, to get to the next part of the level, they gotta scream or roar at two pink monkeys. And somebody's like, two pink monkeys? You're like, yeah. He's like, oh wait, I forgot to tell you, all the other monkeys are blue. Like, blue from the Jungle Book? No, they're blue. Ah. Alright, well, This is kind of what the gameplay, like I said, looks like. This isn't a walkthrough kind of a video. Oh, is it close enough? There we go. Yeah, I don't know if like at 7, 8 years old I would have been able to figure that out myself. What are those, like, just like pink animals? We can do it all my way. Alright guys, well hopefully you've enjoyed hanging out here with me on Rob's Arcade here. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this game. We're gonna come back and we're actually gonna check out some behind the scenes look at some of these titles. A lot of times I will purchase these collections and these retro packages, and they come with some really cool behind the scene features, and I don't really ever share those with you. So we're gonna kick back here in just a little bit. Don't go too far. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll be back in just a little bit with some behind the scenes look at the Lion King title from Virgin and Sega Genesis here in just a little bit. So make sure until then, you continue to take care of yourself, you continue to take care of each other, and of course until next time, don't spend a quarter anywhere else. See you later guys, take care.